Good day, everyone. Welcome to WiseLink Academy. Today, we want to draw the interpenetration. That is the interpenetrating arc and plan and interpenetrating point and the front elevation. This is the question shown below. 5 figures shows the front elevation of two interpenetrating cylinders. Cylinder B is intersecting cylinder A centrally on plan. Now, what the question is trying to produce out, and the question is as follows. Number one is that redraw the front elevation. The other question is what? Draw the plan, and the last one is what? Show the point of intersection. Now, let's start with the first one. You draw the front elevation, as you can see at the right corner of the screen. Now, doing that, I will draw my horizontal and vertical line. So, you take your set square this way, you draw a horizontal line this way, you take your set square, draw your vertical line this way. I'll be having this. So next up, this is my center point. As you can see in the right corner of the screen again, the distance of cylinder A is what? Diameter of 50, as you can see. So coming back to my drawing sheet, since you have diameter, you know the diameter is what? If you are given diameter of 50, you measure what? Half of 50. Now let's measure half of 50, that's what? 25. So I'll place it at this point here. Strike an arc here. Strike an arc here. Then I will take my T square. I will taking that point. Taking this one, this. Next up, I will take my set square this way. I'll project this line upward. Come to this place. Project this line upward. Now, the height of the cylinder is what? 80. So that is from here to somewhere here is 80. So let's measure 80. So measuring my 80, let's assume this is my 80. From here to here is my 80. As you can see. So taking it is taking. Next up, let me show what I'm doing. So the next thing to do is what? I will take in this the edge point, connect them together because it is connected with a thick line. Now what do you observe? Let me show you the question again. Cylinder A, from the baseline, there is what? An height of 10 at the at the right hand side. 10. So that is this it here. From here to somewhere here is 10. So I measure 10. From here to somewhere here is 10. So I will take in it. I'll be having this. Let me show you again the question. From this point 10, there's an incline of what? Of 30 degrees. So I'll take my set square this way. Inclined. If I take it this way, like this is 60. Like this is 60. Take it this way, it is what? 30. So I'll place at this point here. I will draw an inclined line of 30 degrees this way. So next up, let me show you what I'm doing. I'll be having this way. Now, since I project this with 30, for me to have a perpendicular line, I'll project with 60 from any point of my choice. Let me just use this point here. Draw a line this way. As you can see, for me to have a perpendicular line. Next up, I will take my compass. The diameter of the cylinder is is 40. Let me show you. That is, from here to here is 40 in diameter. So I'll measure half of 40. That is 20. So let's do that. measure 20 with my meter rule and my compass. From here to this point is what? 20. And I'll place it at this what? At this point. 20 here and 20 here. So that will give me what? Totally what? 40. So let me show you. So automatically it will give me what? 40. So I can just easily take my set square this way. Since I project this with 30, I'll project this with 30 and this with 30. So I have what? Parallel line. So take it this way. Project here. This is center point here. 30 this way. As you can see. Come to another point here. Project this point here to with what? With 30. Now going back to our question. As you can see in the question, that is from year to year is what? Is 40. So now let's measure that. So from here, from this point here, from here, somewhere here is what? Is 40. So I've got taking it, it is taking, I'm taking it. As you can see. Similarly, I'll take my set square this way. I will join it to this point, the thick line. So I'll take this, I'll take in this aspect too. We'll be having this, so I'll take in this line here too. Taking this point here. I'll be having this. So the first question is what? To draw the plan. We have successfully what? Drawn our plan. The font elevation. Yeah. So as you can see. Our next question is what? We should what? Draw our plan. So how do we go about that? Now, drawing the plan is a very simple procedure. Just follow the steps I'm trying to show you here. Now, you take your set square this way, this line here, you draw it downward. Draw it this way, downward. So let's pick a center. Let's just pick a center. Let's just pick somewhere here to be our center point. Recall that the diameter of the cylinder is what? That is from here to here, if you can recall, is what? 50, isn't it? That is, I'll just take my compass this way, measure from this point to this point. I'll place at the center point here. Draw what? My circle this way. I'll be having this. So, next up, I will take my set square this way. As you can see, I'll project this line here, downward. I'll come here. This is my center. From here to here is 40. This is my center point here. I need it. I'll take it from that center point here. Project it what? Downward. You can see. I'll take this one too. From this point downward. So I'll make sure this my middle line here is cutting through. You can see that. So next up, so this is my middle point in this place. So I'll take in this point here. This is where it's falling. Middle point falling at what? Middle point here. Now the next thing to what? This circle, this diameter of this is the center diameter of this. So I'll measure. I'll take my measurements from here to here as well. You know it's 20. Now I'll take it. I'll come to this point here. Strike an arc upward and downward this way. So I'll connect them together with a thick line. This way. Come to this point here. Connect this and this. This way. You're having this. And make sure this circle is what? Is thickened. It is thickened. Let's thicken it. So I have good diagram. Now let's proceed. Next thing to do is what? I will come. We're still drawing the plan. We're on the plan now. After I draw the circle, you have done what I did here now. You come to this upper part here. So let's draw a semicircle. From here to here. Let's see, from here to here. We are 20. So I can just draw a semicircle this way. So you can see that. Then I will divide that circle into 6 equal parts. Pick it from here. So you can see. from this point here, cut an arc, sorry, from this my point here, let me show you, from this point, with the same diameter of 20, so from this point, you cut an arc here, you come to this point here, cut an arc here, so you make sure this point that is here, you extend it outside, see this middle point, outside this way, so you'll be having this, so I'll just take my point from here, the same measurement, strike an arc here, strike an arc here, so I can just start my readings, I can take it 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, and my point 3, so next up, what I will just do is what, I will take my meter rule, I will join these points together, point 2 to center point, point 1 to center point, as you can see, then point 2 here, center point, and my point 1 here, center point. I'll be having this. Then you take your set square, it's inclined this way, as you can see. So you draw them with 30 degree, this way, down, this way. You move up, you join point 1, you join it downward this way, as you can see. Similarly, your point 1 here too, downward this way, point 2, downward this way. Let's extend this point 1 downward this way. So we're having this. So now next up, you know this one. This one is called touching what 3. It will be 3. Here is what? It will be 2. Here is what? It will be 1. Here is what? 0. Here is what? 1. Here is what? 2. And here is what? 3. Now I project 3 downward, 0 downward, 3 downward. So I project the remaining ones downward. So take it this way. This is my point 2. As you can see. Take it downward this way. Point 1. Take it downward this way. Point 1 here too. This point 1. Take it downward this way. As you can see. Then what? My point 2 here. Take it downward this way. Likewise 3. Let me extend it downward very well. So we're having this. So the next thing to do is what? Make sure it is well, all of them are straight very well. So the next thing to do is what? Is to come to this point here. You can see, just come here and draw what? A line this way. As you can see, let me show you very well. So from this point here, you draw a line this way. Then you take the readings from this point here to this point. You draw a semicircle from this point. Come here. Come here. Yeah. So take it this way. Take it this way. As you can see. Then you place it here at this point here. Strike an arc here. As you can see, you come to this point here. Strike an arc here. As you can see that, you come to this point here. You can see this point here. Strike an arc, this place, and this place. So since I take my readings, the upper one I did, I take this 3, 2, 1. Then since that is 3, let me show I'm saying. Since my upper readings, this starts from 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So similarly, this will start with 0. Here we start with what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0, as you can see. So therefore, I will now project these lines. This one will touch. Sorry. Before I do that, I will connect those lines to center point. So connecting my 1 to point 0, I'll be having this to this point here, center point here. Likewise, connecting these 2 to the center point here. Then what? These 2 here, center point, and this one, center point. I'll be having this. So next up, we connect these lines to meet the circumference of the circle. 0 is meeting 0 here. So connect 1 to meet the circumference of the circle here. Likewise 2 to meet the circumference of the circle. 2 here too, circumference of the circle. And likewise my 1, circumference of the circle. And my 0, you can see this way. So next thing to do is what? After I've successfully drawn this, we need to take some readings. We're still on our plan. We're still drawing our plan. So let's take the reading this way. Let me show you very well. So you get it once and for all. So this is how it goes. Come in. Now, if I want to take my reading this way, this is my point 0, isn't it? Point 0 meeting point 0. Yeah, am I right? See, this is my point 0, and this is my point 0. If you look at this front elevation, this pipe, we have a pipe this way. If you're looking it from up, this you'll be seeing this circle, this hole of the pipe that we're trying to develop here. Now we're going to develop it is under the plan. So this is my point 0, touching where it's touching 0 here, and it's touching 0 at this point. Taking it. Next up, after the 0, Abby. So let's start with 1. This is 1, Abby. So join it this way. 1 is meeting 1 where? It's meeting 1 here. 1 here. And 1 at this point. You can see. Next up, 2. My 2 goes this way. It's touching 2 at this point. This is 2. And 2 at this point. So you can see. 3 coming down this way, touching 3 at this point. I started with 0, 1, 2, 3. So now 0, let's start with 1. This one, my point 1 is here, taking this point here. As you can see, 1, 2 is where? At this point, taking it. Next up, 2 comes down this way. This is my point 2 here. My point 2 at this point. And lastly, my point 3 falls somewhere here. So I will connect this with the what? With my French curve. So let's try this first. Either you try this way. Let's see. It's not connecting. Let's try this. Somehow connecting. Let's try this. It's not going. So let's try use one. Let's use one. Let's use this. It's connecting. Let's try using this. So at least you connect 3 at a time. You're having this. As you can see. Let me show you. So you connect them together this way. Doing this. You're having this. So make sure they are well joined. Join this way. We're having this. So let's join it lastly. Join this point here. to this point, and last point to this point. We'll be having this. So I will just take my set square this way, taking this point here, and taking this my upper point here. So we have successfully drawn our plan. The next question says what? As you can see in the right corner of the screen, the next question says that what? We should draw what? The interpenetrating what? Arc. Let's draw the interpenetrating arc. That is, when two pipes meet together, it's what? There will be an interpenetrating arc. That is, if in our buildings, we connect pipe together. If those pipes are not wet fitting, that is the arc the pipe should produce are not well produced, are not well curved, then water will be leaking out from the pipe. So there's an arc that this must form. That if that arc is well fitting, this cylinder and this cylinder, there will never be water leakage, isn't it? So now let's do that. To do that is a very simple procedure. Let me show you. So you take your set square this way, as you can see, and your T square this way. This is my, let's start with 0. This is my point 0, am I right? 0, am I right? So this is my point 0 here. Am I right? Comment. This is point, let's start with point 3. This is my point 3. So let's go, point 3 means point 3. This is point 3 up here and point 3 down here. So join point 3 this way. Point 3 means point 3. So let's proceed. My point 3, this is my point 3. So you press it upward. You can see upward this way. So where point 3, this line I drew is in point 3 here. This is my point 3. And under point 3 at this point. Next up, point 3. Now the next one is what? I project point 1. This is point 0, Abby. So I start with 3 here. Up here, 3. So I just move to 2. This is my point 2 here. This point here and this point here. I'll take it. I'll connect them upward. So point 2 meets point 2 at this point. Point 2 meets point 2 at this point. As you can see that. So next up, after 2, move to 1. So 1, this is my point 1 this way, touching here. Point 1 touching here. I'll take my set square this way. I'll connect it upward. Upward. So point 1 meets point 1 at this point. Point 1 meets point 1 at this point. So lastly, point 3. So point 3, I've done that. That's my point 0. Point 0 meets point 2, my point 0 here. At point 0. We have done for 3, 2, 1, 2, 0. So the point 0 is this point here. And this point. So take them this way. We connect it together this way. So point 0 meets 0 at this point. At this point. So we use our French curve to join those points together. Joining them together, I'll be having something of this nature. Come in, let me show you. So take your French curve this way. Make sure at least 3. Join 3 together. Come on. So let's join this and this. So I join this and this way. So I just take it this way. this and this to this, then you what? Close it up. Make sure it produces a curve. Come here. Take it this way. I'm working this way. Take it this way like this. So join it this way. I'm going. I will join this point to this together. So I just connect them this way. So I'll be having this. So this will be my what? My curve. My interpenetrating arc. I think that's the last question. That's question C. Show the point of intersection. But if you look at that question again, you'll be hearing centrally unplanned. Centrally unplanned. It simply means this must be aligned, centralized. Understand that now? So if you found this video helpful, kindly click on the subscription button and like. Welcome to WAEC Academy. Thanks for watching.